hit-and-run crash, leaving a 9-year-old in some bad shape.
The boy was walking home from after-school activities with his 12-year-old sister and a couple of her friends. According to the sister, the driver hit Adam, knocking him face down on the sidewalk, and drove off. This morning, the driver, he saw a Facebook post from the police and realized that the truck description and the location matched his truck and his driving route. He went to the police and said that he nodded off while driving and came to while he was driving on the sidewalk. Adam's face is banged up. He has a facial fracture and a concussion. He needs a lot of rest right now.
I have not let this bullet inside me stop me from living.
Des tells me that every February, it's like her body begins to experience PTSD as she thinks about what happened to her. It was after school on February 16th when she thought a couple of boys just wanted to hang out in the canal area. One of the teens told her he lost a ring, and as she went looking for it, he shot her in the back of the head. When she was found after midnight, she says her body temperature was 78 degrees. Every day she's still doing physical therapy, trying to get that movement back into her left side. Her left arm is still paralyzed. While in the hospital, Des coined the phrase, "tougher than a bullet," a phrase she's put on t-shirts and sweatshirts that she's now selling to raise money for a prosthetic arm.
Police are looking for a teen girl tonight they say is missing and endangered, possibly on the road with a man more than twice her age, 17-year-old Alea Lynn Cutler from Tremont. Investigators say she is with a man, 36-year-old Mose Murphy. Police think they may be headed to his mom's home in Oklahoma. They are driving a white 2014 Kia with the license plate 3F5PK. It's a In God We Trust license plate, and there is a large red Oklahoma Sooners hood over the car, so it's on that cover. So if you see them or if you know where they are, call police. Some new developments tonight on the coronavirus in Japan. At least 630 people have now tested positive for that virus. That's roughly 1 out of 6 people on board the Diamond Princess. A Tooele man who was on that ship and tested positive for the virus is still quarantined in Japan, and he's frustrated with the lack of information, not knowing when or how he'll be able to go home or if his wife will be notified if things turn worse.
John came down with a headache and was diagnosed positive last week. He is quarantined at a hospital. His wife is quarantined at a Air Force base in California right now while he's in the hospital in Japan. He says he's heard nothing about how he will ultimately be able to go home, who is covering his medical costs, and how his loved ones would be notified of if his condition worsens. John says he is asking these questions not just for himself, but for the 40-some other Americans who are in the same situation.